What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is that time to work on the 16 K-Swap again. Me and old A-Flim out here on whose birthday? Haven's? Yeah. Haven's birthday. But the celebrations are over and it is time to get started on this. I'm going to throw a video up here. Me and Austin the other night put this K-Series down in the 16 car. You guys saw in the previous videos, we got all the mounts done. Got a few things done to get this and make this possible. So tonight, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what we're going to work on, what we've already got done, and give you guys an update as we go on what it takes to get this car cranking, running, and driving. Thank y'all for clicking on the upload. Let's get to work. So here you go. The 16 engine is in. We've got our harness already hooked up. We've got our throttle bar already done. Old K9 has done a jam-up job on the harness. So we do have a standalone here, but what is this called? A K9 special?
Well, it ain't done. We still got fuel that has to be run. We still have to build our stuff. This is just...
This is the not the charge. This is the interior. But yeah, this is a custom harness.
Yeah, it's just...
So everything you see here is all custom from K9.
It doesn't look good right there.
Yeah, it doesn't look good yet. It'll look like this when it's done. But for now, just to make sure we've got everything right, Kevin's got it all put together. We've got our header in. And so now we're about to work on fuel system and try to see if we can plug along and get some stuff done. Just another little bit of an update. We did do the power steering delete. So you can see I've got some plugs put in there. We've bypassed our hose and just a few little things. Oh, got the clutch reservoir in and stuff like that. So me and Austin are going to get to working on some fuel system. We'll update you guys as we go. Alrighty, guys. So the new fuel rail is in. All the AM fittings are done. I just got to mount this the correct way. We also left the filter. We're going to try that way. If not, we'll bypass the filter and just plug it right into the side. But this will go just like that. And everything's done as far as the line for the injectors. And then
a lot of people put
the return line goes like that, which I got to put a hose.
I know a lot of people put it over here, but with the hose.
Yeah, so we have a cone filter, a real big, nice cone filter. And we did not want to jeopardize having this sitting right out here and having all this and then have that filter in the way. So we wanted to leave plenty of room. So we went this route. And then another time, sometimes people go around this way and come in on this side.
Which I know people will say that it's dangerous to have the fuel right by the headers, but realistically, that's
how it was.
Been.
And remember, in a B series, the thing was back this way too. So, and the header was in the front. But just like the RSX, the fuel line comes in literally like right here. So we'll be good. All right, we're going to call it a night for tonight. It's about 11:30.
This one needs a serpentine belt.
I need a belt.
We got the radiator stuff.
Radiator's right over there in that box.
This one's right there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
And
we got to finish wiring up the fuel pump, the fans, throttle cable.
And axles.
Yeah. So,
but just to crank, we should be able to crank in this video, no problem.
He's going to have to get a serpentine belt. That's it.
Serpentine belt, wire up the fuel pump.
Kevin's got to finish that.
And I got to put the shifter cables in, the axles in, and a big old Fat Daddy tune.
Yeah.
And we should be good. Austin already started trying to do some of the fabrication work. So I'm going to have
as close as I could get without it hitting the shifter.
Yeah, I'm going to have a, So, all right, let's go in.
I don't remember how we disabled that feed.
All right, guys, so it is the next day. We got the mastermind here. Sorry for hating on you on your harness.
Uh-huh.
I know you'll get it pretty looking. So we've got this mounted. Me and K9 put them bolts in, so that's secure. Austin's got the handy dandy notebook over there, getting ready to, put the secret sauce on it. We got the battery in, battery hooked up, wired in, and so we are about to attempt to maybe crank this thing. Kevin does have power already. You can see it right there.
A serpentine belt.
Yeah, no serpentine belt yet. We're just trying to crank it to see if it cranks over. So this will be the first crank in the car. Fuel pump is on and I don't see any leaks. So that's at what? The car's off and it went up to 40 and now it's going back down. So that means that's working.
Sir, if the box Kevin, there's a box.
We'll come back whenever it's time to start firing.
This is who we need a sponsor by. Don't tell them yet until we get the official sponsor.
All right, guys, so here we go. Austin's putting the jumper box on because our battery was dead. And we're going to try to crank this thing up. We'll see what happens. Y'all just be on the lookout for gas leaks, okay, Kevin? I'm going to stand back here. That ain't good.
That's a vacuum leak, they call it.
Hey, it fired. Hey, good job. Your wiring harness works.
Oh, yeah.
That failed too. You may want to kill it so it doesn't cycle the fuel pump. There you go, guys. Busted right. Dude, did you hear how fast it rolled over? Oh. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get back to seeing what Kevin forgot to click on. But there it is. 16 cranks. Heck yeah. So a few months later, I know it's been a while, we're back on the 16 car. I'm out here in the boneyard, and this is the perfect reason to always keep spare cars. You guys can see we have spare cars galore. Because of the 16 being K-swapped, I had to come out to the old Honda Civic that we pulled the engine out of to get the shifter cables. So these are the only shifter cables that'll work with that transmission. Say hi. That's the only cables that will work with the transmission I have at this time, unless I go aftermarket. But there's no real reason for me to go aftermarket when them cables work just fine. So I'll modify that shifter mechanism just a little bit. The second thing I had to do is, because this engine is originally drive-by-wire, I had to get a throttle cable. So not only did I get the throttle cable because it won't work with the 16 original engine, I also went ahead and just got the throttle pedal as well, just in case. We know it hooks into that, but I believe this one will hook right into the other one. But that's why it's always good to keep parts cars and to keep your original stuff in case you have to come and rob parts off of it and stuff like that. So now that we have this stuff, we're gonna get back to the shop. I've got the 16 down here at my house, and gonna see if we can get the throttle pedal put on and the shifter put on. And then we also have some awesome new struts from Max Speeding Rods that we're going to show you guys, which are the sponsor of today's video. And so excited about getting new suspension on the 16. We also got some new suspension for the 30 as well, but we'll show you guys that here in a little bit later. Let's see if we can get this stuff on. Go Judah. Oh, I got that on video. Go buddy. Oh, that's a big bite. Here, let me help you. There you go. Good job, Judah. That sure is a big bite. He said, that's awesome. Whee! All right, guys, y'all ready for this? So I put my adapter on, got the throttle cable on. You guys won't believe this, but an RSX throttle cable literally is plug and play for this car. Didn't have to change the throttle pedal, didn't have to change anything. It literally came right through the firewall in the exact position and hooked right into that pedal. So that lets me know that the pedal for the Civic and the RSX are identical. Even this hole where this thing clips in right here is also identical. So that's awesome. Got the throttle hooked up. Also got the cables put in. So got the cables run through the firewall right there in the factory spot. It came around and plugs right into the transmission. All I have to do now is mount this, which that'll get mounted right there. I'll drill me some holes. So I'll drill me, it'll go just like that right there. So I'll drill 2 holes down through the firewall there, 1 there, and then 1 on that side over there. And that'll be good to go. And we'll be close. I got the ECU plugged in. I'm charging the battery now. I just found some junk battery and it was completely dead. But I got the throttle position sensor hooked up, the map, everything's hooked up. Built this little hose right here for this RBC. And I've got to find a belt. So I got an old belt that we had as an extra, but it does not fit this car. So if you're wondering why I'm missing that belt, is we took the AC compressor off. So that's why. So I've got to figure out what size belt I need to get for that. And should be pretty close to being ready to just start buttoning everything up, building the dash, sheet metal work, all that stuff. So pretty exciting. So I'm going to let this car charge overnight, get a good hot battery. And then after that, we're going to come out here and we're going to install the Max Speeding Rides struts. They are the sponsor of this video. So I'll show you guys that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. So it is the next day. I got the right belt. I just went and picked it up. We also have a 100% charged battery. So I'm going to throw this belt on real quick and we're going to bust this thing off, see how she sounds. All right. So I just charged this guy about $350 for a custom exhaust out of his Honda. He said that he was tired of the exhaust scraping, so we just modded it, ran it right through the car. Right out the back. Never have to worry about it scraping again. Okay, everybody. So, just like earlier in this video, fast forward a month again, and we're back working on the 16 car. So, the problem is that battery is a piece of junk. I cranked this thing up. I forgot to film because my phone died, and I just busted it off. But you guys already know it runs fine. But we've got some modifications that I need to do to this front end. This was built for the B series engine that was in it. Now that it has a K, I've got to rebuild and redo the front of the car to accept a radiator for a K series. So I'm gonna get my grinder and Metabo out and I'm gonna cut this out so you guys see what it looks like now. I'm gonna come and cut this out and this out and leave just this here. And then I'm gonna cut this bottom out. So I'll show you guys when it's done. And 5 minutes later, and it's gone. So I cut all that out, cleaned all these edges up where these horns are so that all that's gone. You can see it all down here. And then cut this, cut here and here. So, and I cut the lower radiator off. So you can see now it is all open, and I can go back and finish out all these welds now that were missed, like right here and right here. So I can finish all them because I can see them real good now. And I'll go ahead and finish that one too. And then me and Dad will build our new radiator support. We'll be good. What you think? Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna take me a little bit, but I got this side slicked out. So you can see all of this junk where I cut that is gone. So all that is slick, nice and clean. So I can weld all that out. And then this is clean so that we can put our new bars in. But you guys can see what I've got going on here. So I've got this side left to do. It's taking me about 45 minutes to do that. So I've got to do this side next. So we'll come back whenever I've got everything cleaned. And we'll finish out some of these welds and get this thing taken care of, and then probably more than likely get this thing back to the barn so that we can get this welded all in. I still have to mount my shifter. So my shifter is laying right there. I never did that the other day. I'm also gonna go get me a battery. That battery's junk, and I'll be able to drive this thing if I get me a new battery. The battery's so dead that the alternator won't even keep it running really. So we'll get that taken care of, and we'll come back whenever I got all this smooth as silk. So it didn't take me as long as I thought to get this done. I found me a new grinding rock, So it went a lot faster than I expected. But you can see all that's super smooth, that's super smooth. So all that's done. So this thing is ready to be sent down to the mailman to get a facelift. I do have to find my radiator, but I want you guys to see what I've also done. Weight reduction. Check that out. So I cut this entire front end out so that it doesn't have to be in there. So I'm gonna say that's probably 30 pounds. I found a couple of brackets, the whole entire dash, all that's gone. And I've just been going in here cleaning everything up. So you can see I got that nice and smooth. Left this because that's where my dash is gonna go. But all I have to do now is just put some braces right here so that that thing doesn't wobble since I cut this out. But now I can build me also a nice ECU box right here. But happy with that. I also cut these out. Every little bit counts, so I cut the edges of them off. And just been going around looking for anything that I can take out. I also, sorry about the mess, guys, I also went ahead and drilled my shifter bolts. So I've just got to go get some nuts and then crawl up under the bottom with some lock washers and get that done. But we're getting close. Like I said, I got to go get a battery and button up a few wires. You can see, actually that doesn't go to nothing. But just clean this thing back up and fix a few loose ends right here. And the mailman will knock this out. So you'll probably, I don't know if I told you guys, but I also have my side skirts. But I'm not going to put them on until we get the new nose on so that I can see exactly where that's going to go. And probably going to end up closing this off too with some sheet metal. Just to strengthen that. And I like the way it looks whenever that's closed off. So lots of work done. Progress is moving forward, so I'm excited about that. I'm about to get the rest of this stuff cleaned out, and I'm going to clean the inside, wash the car, get it real nice and clean so that I can get it down to Dad. But I'm happy with what it looks like so far and very pleased with the way everything's coming together. So I'll see you guys in a bit whenever we get this thing cleaned up and get it down to the mailman's house. So I'm back out here in the shop and I'm going to wrap the video up here. I got a lot of stuff done off camera that I did not have my camera to film, but it's boring stuff anyway. But I came in here and completely redid all of the harness, got everything loomed just like I talked to you guys about, got all this stuff done, and I even did this stuff really nice. So like I put this looming and then I even heat shrinked the ends. So everything's really nice. This is my fans, but everything looks just like a nice harness. Redid all of the fuel pump lines, everything like that. So everything is nice and clean down here. I just got a few more left. But I wanted to get to the suspension while I was working in this video. I've got to give a huge shout out to the video sponsor, which is Max Speeding Rods. They sent us some incredible suspension for this, some struts and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I'm not to that point in the video. So they sent me them like 4 or 5 months ago for a video sponsor. They are the sponsor of this video. So shout out to Max Speeding Rods for hooking us up. Not only did they hook us up with that, but they also hooked us up with the shifter and stuff like that. So I have to apologize to them because I did not get it on in this video, but we still have another video left to do. And the reason being is Austin just left. I'm going to have to change the tensioner and chain on this engine. Having one code, it busted off, crank's amazing, but it's having a little bit of issues with a few codes, and Austin helped me take and check the timing, and the chain is either stretched or the tensioner's bad. So preventative maintenance, or for preventative measures, we're going to pull the engine back out, go through it. Jackson Motor Speedway, the $5,000 to win race, got canceled for this weekend. You can see it's been raining all day and supposed to be raining for the rest of the week. So with that said, the Jackson race is canceled, so it frees up a little bit of time. So now we're not in a real big rush, even though this car wasn't planned to race at Jackson anyway, but it frees some of Austin and Dad's time up. So we're going to pull this engine out, just go through it, make sure everything's good, and then we'll finish building the front end. I got the radiator in there, got all the hoses done, but now we just got to actually finish the front end and get it in, get it all in ship shape and make it pretty. So thank you guys for hanging out. This is another step forward and closer on getting the 16 done. Wiring's done. The front end's done. Got a lot of weight reduction on that and junk that we didn't need. Got that figured out about the engine. Got me a brand new battery. So just small things that, you know, add up, I guess you could say. You guys don't forget, we do have our Fleming Family Raceway merch. This one here is the Fast on Facebook. You guys be sure to go check out the last video, which was our track video. You can see all of our merch, or go check that out at Fleming Family Raceway's Facebook page. But again, thank you guys for hanging out with me in the shop, getting the track shop video on the 16 done. I've got side skirts, I got a new front bumper, I've got decking to do, I've got sheet metal work to do. This car is gonna look amazing when we get done. So appreciate the support. You guys be sure to drop a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll get this car back to the barn, get the engine pulled out, and get some more work done to it. But until then, we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.